Hi everyone, MARKCHES here. Welcome to the channel. And for today's video, I will be comparing the all-new TRAE 1 and the LEBRON 18 lows. These two sneakers are awesome performers, but let's know what their differences are. Let's go. Before we start off with this video, I would just like to invite you guys, if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, please do so and hit that notif bell and like this video afterwards. So let's start off with the uppers of these two sneakers. On the TRAE 1, it features a mesh upper that is semi-fused and it has a honeycomb pattern on top of it. If you could see that there, that honeycomb pattern, and it's like the fusing on top of the TRAE 1s. And the TRAE 1s is a one booty upper, so the main purpose of this upper being fused is to give extra durability, and it doesn't stretch that much given the absence or the lack of laces on the TRAE 1s. As you can see on the TRAE 1, guys, it just has 4 laces, 2 on each side. So that's they are, maybe TRAE really likes the next level sneaker from Adidas, which is the latest sneaker from Adidas, and he wants it translated to his first signature sneaker, thus making the TRAE 1 a little bit, or one of the fewest lace loops found in the basketball sneaker. So what Adidas made sure is to make the upper of the TRAE 1s very supportive, so it doesn't stretch that much and it is durable at the same time. So the upper of the TRAE 1 gives you that, comparing it with the LEBRON 18 lows, which in my colorway, so it really depends on the colorway that you'll be getting. This is the Atmos colorway, or the biotech colorway of the LEBRON 18 lows, which I think is a really dope colorway. And for this version, this is a special edition. I got mine with leather all throughout the sneaker and some suede on the panels of the sneaker, and more leather and a little bit more buttery leather found here on the swoosh. So this one has a more premium upper, but if you're getting the GR release, it has more of the ripstop material and some has mesh too. So it depends on the colorway, but based on the LEBRON 18 lows that I've seen in store, all the uppers, of course, ripstop, it doesn't stretch. It's kind of thinner compared to the upper of the TRAE 1. The ripstop material on the LEBRON 18 lows is very, very durable and it doesn't stretch. So I would say pretty much equal in terms of the uppers of these two sneakers, especially this Atmos colorway. It's very supportive. As you know, leather is very supportive. It doesn't stretch and it's very comfortable around your foot. And similarly with the TRAE 1, so I would say upper are the same on both sneakers. It just depends on your preference. And as for the lacing system, like I mentioned, or therefore the lack of lacing system on the TRAE 1, it still kind of does its job, but I'm more of an old school guy. I like a traditional lacing system, so I like the lacing system more on the LEBRON 18s because you can easily adjust the fit of the sneaker. If you want it to be tighter around the forefoot, you can easily tighten it up, or if you want to be tighter around the ankle, you can do that too. Plus, the tongue will give you extra room for adjustment for the lacing. And speaking of tongue, TRAE doesn't have a tongue because it's a one booty upper. But as for the tongue of the LEBRON 18 lows, it's very well padded, very comfortable around your foot. And moving on to the heel part of the sneaker, where of course the TRAE is lower, way lower compared to the semi-mid low on the LEBRON 18 lows. And one of the main reasons why Adidas made the TRAE 1s really low around the ankle is because TRAE likes to wear his ankle braces. So this is a design made more towards basketball players who likes to wear ankle braces. So if you're someone who likes to wear ankle braces, the TRAE 1 is one of the sneaker that is very friendly for ankle braces. And as for the LEBRON 18 lows, it's a mid-low sneaker, very well padded around the heel. Heel containment is awesome. I like the heel containment more on the LeBrons, a little bit better compared to the TRAEs, because of the very thick padding that you can see on the LeBrons. You can see this padding here. This is a very thick padding, very comfortable around your heel and Achilles. So I would prefer the heel containment more on the LeBrons. And on the Chase, if you like the heel containment to be good, make sure to get the right size and just really pull and tighten the last lace loop so that it pulls your foot down to the heel part of the sneaker. So it goes down here so that it will give you a better heel containment to the sneaker. As for the ease of wear, it's easier to put your foot in on the Chase because of how big the opening on the Chase are. Plus it has 2 pull tabs, which is lacking on my LeBrons. I'm not too sure on the other LeBrons if they have pull tabs. Let me just check it. Oh, on some, no. On the kids version, it has pull tabs, but on the adult version, it doesn't have. So it's easier to put your foot in, of course, with the pull tab sneaker. So that's just a little concern that I have with the LeBrons. But it makes the LeBron look sleeker without the pull tabs. And it's more, you can wear this more, especially this colorway, more for casual wear. Now let's talk about the support that you'll be getting out of these 2 sneakers. Both have very good lateral support. On the Chase, it's a little bit lower to the ground, thus lateral support is a little bit better. So the stability around the forefoot is very nice on the Chase because it's really low to the ground. But on the LeBron, still very good. And as for the forefoot part, it's a little bit rounded. It's still good, but not as good as the lateral stability and support that you'll be getting around the TRAE Young ones. You see how wide the Chase are around the forefoot part. So I will give the lateral support and stability around the forefoot more towards the TRAE. But having said that, the main difference that you'll be getting, or a little bit better on the LeBrons, are of course the cushioning. It's a little bit higher off the ground, but the cushion is a lot thicker. So the Nike React foam on the LeBrons is, for me, better. It gives more impact protection, a little bit more bounce in the forefoot especially, compared to the Light Strike foam found in the forefoot of the Chase. So if you want more bounciness and impact protection around the forefoot, the LeBron 18s will give you that, and it's a little bit better. And of course, around the heel, this big 270 Air Max unit on the LeBrons is very nice for impact protection. It has the nice or the right kind of PSI for impact protection and stability around the heel, because you don't want it to be so plushy so that it will become unstable around the heel. So the LeBron 18 is a very nice Air Max unit, but on the TRAE Young ones, it has boost unit around the heel, and impact protection is still good, but since this is air, it's a lot thicker. You will get more impact protection on the LeBrons, a little bit more compared to the boost unit on the TRAE Young ones. Now let's move on to the outsole of these 2 sneakers. Of course, on the LeBron 18, it has this diamond-like pattern from the forefoot to the heel and some knobs around the heel part. And the grooves are deep enough and widely spaced enough. On the TRAE Youngs, it has this lightning-like pattern and it's kind of decoupled. It gives you that feet you wear feel on the TRAE Young ones, which I like on the TRAE Young ones because it kind of bends more on the parts that you need bending, so it's not too much of a slapper. But comparing it to the LeBrons, you can see the slope of the LeBrons, especially around the forefoot, it is not as flat as the ones on the TRAEs. So heel to toe transition, I would give it more on the LeBron 18 because it gives you the tendency to tip your foot more or your forefoot more when you want to run or make a quick first step. So the heel to toe transition on the LeBrons for me is a little bit better compared to the TRAEs, but the TRAEs is nice enough comparing to the other Adidas basketball sneaker that is really flat on the forefoot, and it's kind of a slapper. But the main advantage that you'll be getting out of a really flat outsole is, of course, stability. TRAE is a shooter. He wants his stability fast, his balance fast when setting up for a shot. So that's why I think they really made it to a point that the outsole of the TRAEs are flat from the forefoot to the heel. But for me, in my style of play, I like the LeBrons a little bit better because I ran a lot up and down the floor. That's why I like the LeBron 18's outsole shape a little bit better. Now, in terms of the rubber materials of these two sneakers, they're both very thick, but the pattern on the trays are a little bit longer. Both are pliable, but on the trays it's a little bit more pliable, thus giving it a little bit more squeak, or the LeBrons doesn't squeak at all, but the trays does. And as for the bite on the floor, both are very good in indoor use. And as for dusty floor, I'm impressed with these two sneakers. They don't pick up that much dust that quick. They're good on dusty floors. I've been playing nonstop on dusty floors right now. I don't know why the maintenance on the courts that I'm playing, they don't clean it. Maybe they're not fully operational right now, so no one's cleaning the floor. And it's really dirty. Look at my trays. It's a white outsole. It's kind of gray, dark gray right now. So that's how dirty the floors are that I'm playing right now. But they still are gripping on the floor. So that proves that the grip on these two sneakers are very nice. I would say both sneakers are very good for outdoor use. But in terms of overall performance, I think the LeBrons will be a little bit better for outdoor use because it has the right combination of cushioning plus the traction for outdoor use, especially if you want more impact protection on a hard concrete floor. The LeBron's cushioning will give you that. As for the sizing of these two sneakers, of course, the TRAE is an Adidas sneaker. Usually I go half a size down. But on the LeBron 18s, true to size is a US 11. This is a US 10.5. Like I said, if you can try out the TRAEs first, please do so because you really need to get a good fit on the TRAEs, especially if you're wearing an ankle brace. Bring the ankle brace in store and fit it in the TRAEs with the ankle brace. You wear the ankle brace first. But if you're not wearing ankle brace, I think you need to try it out too, because if you're not wearing an ankle brace, you can go half a size down. But if you're wearing ankle braces, I think you can go true to size. But it really depends on your foot shape. So if you're a wide footer, go true to size for the TRAEs, while on the LeBrons, go half a size up if you're a wide footer. As for the pricing of these two sneakers, this is 6,800 pesos. This is 8,200. But since the LeBron 18s is a relatively older sneaker compared to the TRAEs, there's some colorways that I check right now over at Nike app that they are on sale already. One is 50 off, around 4,000 plus. One is around 40% off, so around 5,000. So I mean, my verdict really depends on your preference. But if you're to ask me, like a lot of you have been requesting me to pick a sneaker between the two sneakers that I'm comparing, for this two, I would lean more over to the LeBron 18 lows, mainly because of the cushioning. I like the cushioning more on the LeBron 18 lows. I like a little bit more cushion right now to be a little bit more knee friendly. But if on times that I want to be quicker or it's a quick game, I would get the TRAE Youngs. But if I'm playing for a longer period of hours, like 2 hours, I would pick the LeBron 18s, and it's good for indoor and outdoor use too. As for the weight of these two sneakers, the TRAEs is 455 grams, US 10.5, US 11 on the LeBrons. It is 518, but I think the GR release is a little bit lighter because it doesn't have leather, but I think it will go around 400. So of course the TRAEs is a lot lighter by 50 grams compared to the LeBron 18s. LeBrons are usually heavier, a heavy sneaker. So if you want a lighter sneaker, of course, go with the TRAEs, lower to the ground, TRAE Youngs. For the looks, I think they both look good, especially this colorway. You can rock this two off court too for casual wear. So it really depends on your taste. So let me go, guys, which sneaker you would choose between these two. Hit me a comment down below. This has been MARKCHES. Once again, thank you for dropping by. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.